Day. You know, many parents have put off medical appointments for their children and themselves, actually, and immunization over the past 30 months because of the COVID-19 health emergency. Now, the new year provides a good opportunity to remind families to catch up on any missed health care appointments. It also, experts say, gives you the opportunity to ensure children are up to date on their immunizations. Experts will tell you that not only do immunizations keep children safe and healthy, but they can also keep communities safe by stopping the spread of preventable diseases. Medicaid and CHIP cover the recommended routine vaccinations. And here to tell us why the perception of vaccination for children is a good thing is Dr. LaShawn McIver, Director of Office of Minority Health, Centers for Medicare, and Medicaid Services. Doctor, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
Let's talk for a minute about what is Medicaid and CHIP and who's eligible for these programs.
Sure. So Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, it offers free or low-cost health coverage for children and teens. Families and individuals can apply online. They can apply by phone, by mail, or in person. Enrollment is open year-round, and coverage must be renewed each year to keep children enrolled in Medicaid and CHIP. Medicaid and CHIP cover more than 39 million children in the U.S. and have helped to ensure that over 94% of the nation's children have health insurance.
Why is it so important that children have health coverage and that they get all these vaccinations? And more importantly, does Medicaid and CHIP cover all these vaccines, including the COVID vaccine, which experts say is safe for children, so it's being offered to children now?
Those are two great questions. So yes, both Medicaid and CHIP cover vaccines, including the COVID-19 vaccine. They cover flu and other routine pediatric vaccines without any cost. And we understand that parents may have questions and need more information to make an informed decision before getting their child vaccinated. And so the Biden-Harris administration is now requiring states to provide vaccine counseling-only services for children enrolled in Medicaid. So this pre-vaccine counseling visit, it creates a space for children and their parents to ask questions, get answers, and receive the information they need from trusted partners. Medicaid and CHIP health coverage gives parents the peace of mind that comes with knowing their children have access to essential medical care, such as preventive services, including visits to the doctor, hospital care, immunizations, checkups, eye exams, dental visits, mental and behavioral health services, and emergency care if their child gets sick or injured. So having this is so critical for children to thrive at school and in life.
Why should children, according to experts, get vaccinated? That some people say is a little controversial, against COVID-19, and then the seasonal flu vaccine as well, if they're eligible.
There's a few important things to think about with that question. So the COVID-19 vaccine, which is available for children 5 and up, is the best way to protect children against COVID-19. Kids are being infected with COVID-19, and some are getting seriously ill. And even if your child does not get severely ill, they could face long-term health consequences or pass the virus on to others, including vulnerable members of their family. The long-term effects of a pediatric COVID case can be serious and last for months. And the most common side effect of the COVID vaccine, which provides long-lasting protection, is a sore arm, and that just lasts for a few hours. Like other pediatric vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccine was tested thoroughly on children before being authorized by the FDA and recommended by the CDC. So if people have questions, I really encourage them to talk to a pediatrician, a school nurse, or another trusted healthcare provider about your child and the COVID-19 vaccine. In addition, of particular importance this year is the flu vaccine, as the flu puts young children at higher risk for developing complications from the virus. It is recommended that children as young as 6 months receive a flu shot annually.
If a child's missed a doctor's appointment over the last 20 months of this pandemic, what should parents do?
So due to COVID-19, many routine well child visits may have been postponed, and we've heard that from many families. So keeping children from and it's kept children from getting these important preventive services. In fact, when comparing the public health emergency period, so looking from March 2020 through May 2021, to the same period 2 years prior, CMS found that children insured by Medicaid and CHIP participated in fewer routine care visits, and that includes 2% fewer vaccinations for children under the age of 19, meaning 1.6 million children went unvaccinated. In addition, 2.2 million fewer children had their child screening services for children under 19, and 17 million fewer outpatient mental health services, even after accounting for the increased use of telehealth. So these missed routine childhood screenings and fewer tests for things like hearing and vision and lead screening, they translate into missed opportunities to catch problems early, and without preventive dental care, small problems could become impediments to learning. A child suffering from a painful toothache is unlikely to learn and succeed, and if left untreated, could lead to dangerous infection. So it's important for children to get back on track with their medical and dental care. Families should contact their healthcare provider and schedule an appointment to catch up on any missed visits and vaccinations.
How can families that have eligible children enroll in the coverage of Medicaid or CHIP, and is there an enrollment period for these programs?
So families can go to visit insurekidsnow.gov, so they can visit insurekidsnow.gov, or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW to get additional information about programs in your state. You can apply online, over the phone, by mail, or in person with your state's Medicaid or CHIP agency. And the process to apply for this free or low-cost health coverage for your child from your state has gotten faster, and many can apply and find out if they qualify the same day. In terms of the enrollment period for these programs, families can apply for Medicaid and CHIP coverage at any time of the year. And while you can sign up for coverage under CHIP and Medicaid any time of the year, coverage does not automatically renew. So you need to renew every year to keep your coverage active to ensure your child can access health care when it is needed. Now, I will also note that during this COVID-19 pandemic, many states have automatically renewed coverage, but once the public health emergency is lifted, everyone will need to renew their coverage.
We've talked about vaccines for children. We've talked about what is recommended. But if parents still are on the fence or they want to learn more, they want to do more research, where can they find additional information about vaccines for children?
So parents can find there's a few things. So parents can go to www.vaccines.gov to learn more, and we also encourage families to talk to their child's health care provider to learn more about the vaccine.
We've been talking with Dr. LaShawn McIver. Doctor, thanks so much for joining us this morning and giving us a little bit of expert care on the CHIP and Medicaid programs that are offered to families with children. Thank you so much, and happy holidays.
Same to you. Thank you for having me.
There's some information that you can go out and, if you have small children, do the research, and if it works for you, it works for you. I always say, make an informed decision. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're listening to Ocala Talks on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
5 children died and another 4 are critically injured after they fell 32 feet from a bouncy house lifted into the air by winds at a school event in Australia. Children at Hillcrest Primary School in Davenport on the north coast of Tasmania were celebrating the end of the school year when the tragedy occurred Thursday afternoon, Australia time. Some lawmakers in the Senate are preparing to miss their self-imposed deadline to pass President Biden's social spending bill, a.k.a. Build Back Better. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham on Fox News says adding to the national debt would not be good.
I think Build Back Better is dead forever. Joe Manchin has said he's not going to vote for a bill that will add to the deficit. Well, if you do away with the budget gimmicks, Build Back Better, according to the CBO, adds $3 trillion to the deficit.
Talks between Senator Joe Manchin and President Biden are going very poorly, according to an unnamed source on NBC News. USA Radio News.
If you're concerned about the power grid and want to generate your own supply of off-grid electricity, this will be the most important message you'll hear this year. Here's why. We now have a small number of solar generators back in stock. These emergency backup systems provide life-saving backup power when you need it most. And unlike gas generators, solar generators run quietly, emit no dangerous fumes, and produce an endless supply of free electricity from the sun. Whether it's wildfires, dangerous weather, power grid issues, or just getting off the grid, you'll never have to suffer through painful power outages again. Even better, all this week, radio listeners get over $700 in free off-the-grid bonuses too. Go to mysolarbackup.com to learn more and check availability. That's mysolarbackup.com. Look for the free report, Crisis Cooling, how to make absolutely sure your meat, milk, and medicines stay safe and cool in any power outage. Yours free at mysolarbackup.com.
Leaf.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience